111 and 113 Hayden. Front here looks like we need to do the roof on the house. We need windows up there on the dormer. We need these front two big windows. These four up here, they have been replaced at some point in time. Need to make sure they're okay. Looks like we need new gutters. Some of this railing is like right here. This is rusted out. I wonder if we just pretend like there's nothing wrong with it because it's solid and the rest of it's in good shape. It doesn't really move, so just pretend like it's good. You could probably give this a nice coat of black paint. It'd be good. I think so on this roof line there's a piece of crown molding that I think it's keeping the gutters away from the fascia. Need to see about removing it, doing something to well, it looks like it's been removed. It looks like it's been removed from the front, and we need to remove it from the ends. So we need to figure that out, pull the gutters down, and when the roof gets done, figure out what we need to do around that fascia. Screen doors look like they're in rough shape. Probably just throw them away. At least this one does. Yeah, the screen part's wrecked. Might be able to just replace that screen part though. Let's see if we can do that. It looks like it's something we can make. If that's the case and we can clean it up, then just keep them both. Front doors look like they might be okay. Mailboxes, new lights on the front. This thing that the light's on, we can get rid of that. The transoms above the doors. Maybe we can leave them, but like there's that extra piece of trim up here that really kind of stops us from being able to do a good job of putting GA channel around the windows. Need to figure out what to do with that. Cut that off or something. We need to paint need to get all these weeds, everything growing up along the house, on the sidewalk. There's a hose bib here. Replace that with a frost-free hose bib. Screens, make sure this one's gonna need rebuilt. This stuff's got tape to try to keep the water out. Jeez. So anyway, it all needs to be wrapped anyways. This tape can come off and then it all gets wrapped with aluminum. So tape residue on that, if we can clean that off. And then all of this is gonna get wrapped with aluminum, and looks like their weep holes got covered up or something. But anyway, they all got to get wrapped, and I'll eliminate all that jankiness that's on them. That window up there, this wood needs to be replaced. This is what these things will look like with that crown molding removed. Which is a bit of a problem, so we're probably going to have to pack it out with some wood so that there's only, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an inch overhang. The roof's only sticking out about 3/4 of an inch maybe, and then the whole thing gets wrapped with aluminum and soffit material. This here kind of looks like this was open at one point. I wonder if we just get rid of that and open it up again. There's like some stucco stuff on this side. It would be nice to just have it open and it wouldn't feel so tiny in there. And all this tile's got to come up. I don't know if there's a couple layers. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's the layer of thin set there. But we need to get that up and probably redo something on that ground or on the bottom of the porch here. Shoot. That's attached to that. I guess we got to leave this, unfortunately. Although it suck. I wonder if we peel some of this off, and let's see if this looks like a flat piece of flashing. Like, was this high before? Because it kind of looks like we can't really do anything right here because of that. But it would be nice to just eliminate this from here to that part, have that open, and then we can do a corner here. I guess we're stuck here. We'll just put a cap on the top of this. Looks like it here, where it comes down to. That piece of wood comes down to. That back door looks like it needs replaced. I don't know what's going on with that light. We'll have to figure out if there's electrical in there, and if there is, make sure it's okay. That window, or the part on the back, needs to come off. The aluminum part, looks like there's a window on the inside of that. Can be salvaged. Looks like it's newer. I'll take the aluminum part off and wrap it. This yard, I need to clean up all the stuff on the fence line. Get this out of here, this pole, a piece of wood, same thing there, pole, piece of wood. That's a tree back there, a fire pit. Get that out of here, all those bricks. And it's a cinder block stairs. That's coming apart. Both kind of coming apart. I wonder if we maybe we just leave it. I don't know. Maybe we try to fill in the cracks and make it look nice. When you new ACs, get all the low voltage wiring down off the house. Yeah, you can see up there, we got fascia, soffit, rotted. We should do the same thing. We need to get rid of that crown molding detail and pack out the fascia, and so it's just has a small overhang, and put new gutters, wrap everything, here. This is what another porch used to look like. And yeah, I think if we can do this where we eliminate from about here up and just treat it like a soffit fascia or up there. Yeah, there is. It's just this whole thing can come out. Leave this corner. Get rid of this part that's above. We'll have this post on this side, and we'll be good to go. We can. This door's needs cleaned, painted. Looks like we need new weather stripping. Used to be a transom up there that they just covered in 3 2x6s. We can see if that's okay or if we need to do something different there. But I think we take this out. Take it out so it eliminates this window. It's had a screen door on it at one time. Let's take it out and go back to what it's supposed to be. Fix the wood. I need to put something new down there, some deck boards. We'll have to take this out, put new deck boards down because the door height. Fix the rotted wood that's underneath that. Here, this looks like we need some glass block windows, at least in a couple of these. The wood's all rotted. Yeah. Windows over here, they've all looked like they're replaced. So we're just gonna have to wrap aluminum around the wood trim. And get the low voltage wires off here, get all the greenery off the fence line, off this sidewalk line. Clean this whole area up back here. This gate needs to come off the house. And then we'll have to do this one by that's wrapping these corners. I don't know, we're gonna have to figure out a way to either take it down and put corners for siding. Gosh. It's just foam or something that could come off real easy. I think we just take this out. Yeah, let's take it out. And if we got to do something better to hang that, then we do. We can put something, we can make something to hang that if we have to. But taking this out is going to be easier. We'll be able to do, we'll just do a siding corner here. And then this post, we just fix the post on this corner. And we can do a siding corner there. And we do the same on the other side. All right, inside, I think we just replaced the door. It's pretty banged up. Jam's not in great shape. I think we can keep this old. Well, here's the problem with the trim. These windows So if the rest of them are like this, they did a really bad job of making or getting windows for this trim or for this openings, and they're not the right size. So they're too narrow and they're too short. They're way too short, way too narrow. So that pretty much means all this trim has to come off the wall, and we have to kind of do the trim or drywall around to the windows and go back to really go to a trimless window, or make it so we just do a flush. Well, no, we can't even. It's not even straight in the opening. I don't know. We're gonna have to take it apart, which means there's no reason to save any of this. Because the only other thing we could do, yeah, it's just gonna look janky as all get out. We could pull that window and try to recenter it in the opening to try to make it look good. I'm not really sure what the other solution other than that would be. It's still not going to look great because you'll have extra pieces of wood, top and bottom. Maybe it doesn't matter in this neighborhood. I have no idea. I mean, that window we certainly can replace with the right size window to keep all the trim. The front door, when you replace it, you can pull. That's why they did it. They did it already once. You just need to pull these pieces of trim. You can see they did it once. This trim, that piece, and two pieces over here. And then you can just pull the door frame, put a new frame in, and put the trim back up and save all this. And who cares that transom? It looks like it's covered over good enough. It's a piece of wood, it's not glass. Oh, actually, it is glass, and it's actually broken. Ha! So maybe we have to take, I don't know. The other thing is we just take the whole thing out. New trim. And so that window becomes the same situation. This one's easy enough to keep the trim, but depends on what we do with the rest of it. That in the corner, take it out, patch the wall. Ceilings are kind of rough looking, lots of seams and different really bad patch jobs everywhere. So I'll kind of clean that up. Walls have a lot of broken drywall here. Here. I don't know what this is. It's ductwork, but it's got like it's got some really bad hatching and tape work. The corner bead's bad. That all needs fixed. Here, this used to have a door. I don't know if we just eliminate the opening. That's just the underside of the landing. I mean, if you open that up, it makes it look a little bigger. Again, if we're dealing with trim or getting rid of trim. I mean, in here, it's all paneling. This trim doesn't match that trim. The trim's gone off these two windows already. There's paneling everywhere. So we just eliminate it. Peel the paneling down, fix the walls, do the trim. This looks like they dropped the ceiling lower to hide the junk. So there's lots of plumbing to fix. Water leaks. So maybe we pull these tiles down, pull the paneling down, and this drywall things. This floor, I can feel kind of a hump right in this area. You're high right here, and then you're going lower down into the kitchen. So this window, it's not even the right size for this opening. It's like, I don't know. I guess we have to see if this window works. If it does, we need to put it in there. This stuff can come off. There's paneling, jankiness all over the walls, ceiling. That. That's termite damage or what that is. But what we've got here is I'd like to open this up as much as possible because this is a nice spot to put like at the fridge. And if we could just square it off, I'm not really sure. Got some kind of janky cloth covering everything, so I'd like to, we got to pull all that down. It'd be nice to open this up. It'd be nice if it was as high as the ceiling, and then we could put a fridge here. I guess we'd have to close it off to the size of the fridge because it's going to be, I mean, that's probably pretty close to 36 now, and you open it up. Maybe it's going to be wide enough for a 36-inch fridge and a 12-inch pantry and a couple of uppers. And then you got a space for the fridge, and you can come over here and do your one thing that we could do is if we take that window, make it a little smaller, move it over to the corner here. You could come around this corner. You got your stove still here, and you could put a dishwasher, maybe. So I don't think you're going to get a dishwasher sink and then turn the corner, but you could still get a sink, turn the corner, and you could put the dishwasher over here, and it's going to give you quite a bit more counter space and a dishwasher and some more upper cabinet space. Two light fixtures. I think we, I mean, I don't know, depends on how much money's in the budget, but it'd be nice to open up these, get this paneling all down, get this trim off this wall, opening, and make it a little bit bigger. Like you could almost, if you got rid of it from here to here, it'd be really nice if you could go from here all the way to that wall, then it's open. You got your stove and your cabinets kind of tucked behind this part. That would be nice. I guess we can see if that'll work. Yeah. We got screws keeping the windows shut. So, but they appear to be in fairly good shape from inside. We just have to take it all apart and redo all of the trim around the windows. This thing looks like this step is curved, so I need to replace the board on that bottom step. I think we take all this stuff out. It's paneling, corner stuff, and I'm not sure. I don't think we need any of this stuff here because it looks like the floor joists are running this way. So this is not doing anything. This wall's not doing anything. So we could just cut this stuff out and cap the wall. Be done with it. Vents like that, big one, can be cleaned, painted. If they're these other normal size ones, we can, if they're salvageable, just clean them, paint them. If not, just replace them. Lights, who knows what the electrical situation is here. We got some new wires. I don't see anything old here. But we definitely got, see, it's in the armored cable. That's what the whole house probably is. So there might not be many not anything grounded here, but we could definitely have to figure out and not have junction boxes. That, look at all that lead. That's all like lead that didn't get into the joint. I wonder if that thing has been leaking. That's part of the problem. I bet that's been leaking. Look at all that rust on the bottom there. That's probably a bad situation. This, there's water dripping right there on that piece of copper, so that's got to be cut out, fixed. All right, upstairs here in this is 111. So these are carpet squares stapled down. Need to come off. It's a lot of paneling. And it's kind of janky looking. Doesn't look great. So it'd be nice to take it down. Fix the walls. These two doors here. There's a door to a bedroom. Here, the jamb itself doesn't look terrible. I mean, there's like spots that could be like hit with wood filler. And then we just get a door. These doors are rough shape. That door and that door over there, they're in fairly rough shape. So I think, but they're short. Very short. So I think we have to find something that can replace them. So I'm gonna have to get the slabs and modify them. Trim. This front bedroom is it's got paneling and wallpaper and janky's the word of the day. Yeah, this one. So this stuff right here, you cannot mud this because it peels off. No. Might be able to scrape it off the walls and be good to go. I think in this room it's got this the old closet here. That's really shallow, like 12 inches deep or so, 11, 12 inches deep. I think we could just take it, just eliminate it, just get rid of it, and build a closet in that corner, or try to make that closet, rebuild it. So it's built correctly. Have to make it a little bit deeper. But it's a decent sized room. I don't think it takes anything away from the size of the room. We've got more of the same. I mean, it's paneling. You can see where the window came out and they moved it up. At least they mostly stripped out these windows okay. I think the windows are coming apart. busted down there. I don't know why that is. To see how many windows are in the budget. This one's not busted, but it's covered in tape everywhere. But again, I think the paneling needs to come down. Paneling comes down, which means we got to redo the trim. Redo the trim around the door. There's the light switch. For this, oh, I bet it's the pull chain. So, there's no door between the two units. We need to take this stuff out and put in a new wall. So you can't get between the two units. Trim out here. I suppose we could leave the plinth block at the bottom, at the top, bottom of the door, top of the stairs. Put a new piece of trim on here. Actually, this side's fine. I wouldn't even mess with this trim on this hallway side. Only thing you got to do is take this jamb out. You're gonna have to drywall it, and maybe put some new trim in the corner like this. Hide it, hide the transition. And here we've got wood windows. And we've got a bathroom that's open to the world. And it stinks in here. And I flushed the toilet, but it still stinks. Tub, shower, I think it goes away. And we put a new, just put a new tub and surround in here. Probably can leave the size of it. Put a door or put a wall back up here. Basically, where this edge of the carpet is, a wall here over to here. Fill that in and put a door here that opens out. I don't know that we'll be able to open in. Might have enough depth. If we do, we can open it in that way. New tub, surround, new light, window. That box that's on the wall has to come down, and then a new window in the wall. Toilet, vanity, mirror, new light on the wall. Electrical has some, I don't know what's going on there, but figure that out. And then this is open. This room's just open. So you're coming through, it's a hallway. And there's just an area here. It's a nice spot for a little office. And then you go through here to the upstairs. This door, it actually closes nicely, but it's been shredded by a dog. I guess that's, you can clean that up, sand it, repaint the door. Looks like this piece of trim needs to be replaced at the bottom of the door. But if we replace the doors, we need to put one here that matches those doors. So 2-panel door, cut to size, new hardware. I think we would need to do new trim in the inside. The outside trim's fine, but the inside, we're gonna have to do new trim around the doors. New trim here. All right, upstairs. The stairwell's all paneling, so paneling goes by. I think what we do up here right now, these All this paneling comes off the ceiling. And I think we go, like right now it goes down to nothing. Ceiling, floors touch. We put a knee wall around here. I think we use the top or the back end of the stairs there, and we put a wall in that plane all the way across here. And then we do the same thing here. And that gives us, I mean, that's worthless space in there. It's less flooring, it's less, it's easier to deal with. You're not trying to put trim down there. You're not trying to install and mud drywall. So that, just come straight across, straight across, straight across, and square it off here. And then we just do the same thing over here. About the same distance all the way across. So makes it feel a little bit more purposeful, because that is kind of a mess. So take this all down, drywall. You're gonna have to insulate, new electrical. When we put that wall up over there, we're gonna have to redo these. These are pretty loose, and I think we just put walls up, put new framing up for new walls, and drywall it, cap it with a piece of 1x6 on the top, and should be good to go. It'll be more solid than it is now. This height is probably okay. It's a little bit low. It technically should be like 36 inches tall. Might as well make it 36. Put a handrail back in there. This storage area, I mean, there's a closet technically, so I don't know how we can make this better. Lighting, we need to figure out. There's just one light across here, one fluorescent light. We need to figure out putting, maybe we put a wall light on either side here. Probably is good. And I guess we'll have to carpet this, because it makes more sense to make it feel like it's part of the bedroom. But the paneling, I don't know. Maybe try to tighten it up where the seams aren't real good. Nail it together to make it look better. If we could, I guess that stuff works. Maybe we can figure out a way to hang a couple of rods in here better than this. That would be helpful. We could always do it over here. We could hang a rod across here, and it's going to be a little bit more useful than all this stuff. Be able to come in and get at your stuff here, and then just do the same thing on this side. Just hang a rod over here, and then I think that would work. Seems good to me. Electrical definitely needs some attention. Yeah, and then we would obviously remove the old rods. Paint this paneling. It's not a very thick wall, is it? I guess it's okay. This door, might as well the door seems fine, nothing wrong with it. But, well, actually, it is something wrong with it, because once we put the new once we put the door or the drywall on the walls, the door is going to be not in the right place. So we got to replace that door. And put a mini split up here somewhere. Makes sense to me to get it up on, let's see, that's the back of the house is over here. So we could come up through the back of the house and get it on the wall over here. So, but who knows how much insulation's up here, but if it's not insulated, we're gonna have to insulate it. It'd be nice to put a ceiling fan in here, but I guess it would have to come down. I guess we could still do it. I think we tried to do it. Just have to get it low enough that it the blades don't hit, obviously. So that's the goal. I don't know if we paint that brick. It's kind of dirty looking, and I think it'll look better if we just paint it. Obviously the windows need done, and then all the trim around the windows needs to be redone. All right, front of first floor of 113. This door, I think we need to pull it because there's a bunch of rotted wood down there that's going to need to be dealt with, which means, well, we could probably get away with leaving the transom outside, but I'm going to lose the trim on the inside. This window's got to go away. They've already lopped the top of this trim off to drop the ceiling to 8 foot, which in this small space makes it feel smaller. There's paneling everywhere again. And you got these lights on the wall. I don't know what, like you can't do anything with paneling and electrical because it just gets wrecked. I'll let this burn it up. Paneling's patched. Again, an undersized window. Fireplace, I mean, that brick paneling could come off and you just painted all the wall color. And as far as flooring, this, we could just put flooring up to this. We could cover that whole thing with a board. Or if you want to make it look like a fireplace, take that out and cover it with one of those boxes that goes inside. It would be nice to pull the ceiling down and make them the right height again. Or the height that they were to begin with. This would work. Come down in this opening. Make it bigger, feel bigger. Door to the stairs. Let's replace it. This paneling here, I think we just drywall and paint, I guess. This has been drywalled some of this, but it's drywall over plaster. Who knows, we got, I mean, this is where that bathroom is, and we got, clearly there's water problems. So we're gonna have to get into these walls. There's probably mold all inside this, probably in the ceiling. Got a rusted outlet right there. That's nice and safe. Vent covers, cleaned, painted. Windows, you know, this sill goes away. These walls could just be drywall corner bead, really. And maybe we do the same thing here that's on the other one and open this up so it feels bigger over here, because it's small, especially with this half bath. This half bath takes up most or a significant part of this dining room. What the heck is going on here? That's why there's a floor drain, because somebody put a shower on the wall in this half bath. So this has to be gutted. Get this tile out of here. We got to figure out what's going on with the plumbing. We eliminate the floor drain. This door could be moved over to this corner so that there's a little hiding for the vanity here. The door obviously has to open out. The ceiling is the actual height that it's supposed to be. You come over here, it's just dumb. I mean, when we deal with electrical, I don't know. But this is another one where it would be nice to eliminate this, like take this over to here or over to here. Open this up to here, up to that height of that ceiling over there. And do the same thing. You just come around here, you got your stove, you can get, turn this, you can move that window down. Cabinets around the corner. You're not going to gain a lot of cabinet space on the lowers. But you gain a bunch of counter space and you get some uppers. You get a dishwasher in there, and you could actually get at least one lower over here. Uppers all the way across. Or we just put it back the way it was, and who cares? I don't know. Here, same thing. I think this is what we do to the other one, but we open it up. Open it up all the way around. Open this this back to here. It's just a corner. Then here, eliminate this to here, and actually we could, hopefully that's just the corner to the dining room there. And if there's enough room for 36, if we could get a 12, 15-inch pantry in there, that'd be great. A couple of uppers, and then actually just fill it into the height above the uppers, so it just looks, there'd be no reason to have that open space above the uppers. But I think that's what we do. Back door. Definitely think we eliminate this back here, like we talked about already. Open it up. We don't have to fix anything. It's gonna be easier. Here, this door, it looks like it's okay. It's not banged up. It's just dirty. So we could put a extension jam on it and some trim on this side and be okay. Just new hardware, new weather stripping. I mean, these screws can could be moved to like here, so they're hiding them, but that's the best way to do it so you don't see them. Because now they're exposed, we need to pull them out and countersink them and cover wood fill paint. Yeah, I don't know. The floor is definitely sloping in this area as well. Feels like it's goes downhill right there a bit. Yeah, we definitely got to pull this apart. It's just floors up. What a disaster. All right, upstairs, 113. Same thing, paneling everywhere. It's paneling in the stairwell. It's kind of in rough shape. actually. Somebody's got a board. That board is just loose. That board used to be sitting down on these pieces of trim here. Well, this paneling is in bad shape. Walls underneath it are probably in bad shape. So I'm not sure. This is so much. This is going to end up being so much drywall work in this house that I just don't know if it's going to be in the budget. We've got this room. All of the on the front of the house, all the paneling is in good shape except for underneath the windows. There's patches going on there. This floor, wood floor's in rough shape. This carpet will be okay on top of it. This closet here, that's built here, I think we can keep it. We're just going to need to put a new door in, and we're going to have to do something to finish off this part of it. It's not finished inside, so we're going to have to finish it off and then stack some shelves in there. This side, we just need to do some trim work. The paneling needs to come out, but needs to get finished up and made to look nice. Closet over here is old school wallpaper on top of cement plaster that is buckling. So this going to need taken down, fixed, and put a new shelf and rod up in here. New door, I guess we can do a new door. Door trim. And these two windows have been replaced, but they are not in good shape. It's got broken glass. That's got a glass that needs replaced, which basically means we might as well replace the whole window at the cost of what that's going to be. Here you got this window it's kind of wrecked for whatever reason. Lots of water getting in here too. I think this has to be opened up, replaced. This floor, it's clearly had a carpet on it for a long time. It just feels super rough. I hope there's no soft spots. It doesn't feel like it. Yeah, there's some sort of, actually all they did was, I guess all the floor looks like that. There's some stick down stuff around it. Door, it's replaced. Ceiling, again, it's paneling. This, gosh, there's another door here. I don't think we put a door back here at all. Bathroom. To me, I think we take this thing down to the studs, at least on this wall. See all this plumbing, fix whatever we need to fix. All this stick on or glue on tile. The floor is rough. We just have to start peeling back and seeing how far we need to go to make it look good. This floor might need to be, there's some serious notches in this floor. stuff needs to be fixed somehow. I don't even know how we're gonna get a tub in this room. I don't know. It's so small. I mean, it's probably 4 feet wide-ish. I mean, you got that chimney back in that back corner. You can't put a 4-foot shower in the back corner. I mean, that would have been ideal, but without taking the chimney out, I don't think that's in the budget. So I have no idea what we're doing here. I mean, there's no wall space for a tub. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, you can't do it, like, if you take this, any of this space, you're now in a 1-bed, 1-bath, which is worthless. But this is, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to put our heads together on this one, because this room is tiny. These ceilings, like all the ceiling tile, it's all mismatched and gross. So it's just covering up. I'm sure it's a terrible ceiling up there. Paneling, that's been patched. Floor's got holes in it. There's a big hole back there that needs taken care of. One there. There's lots of spaces where it seems like I'm not sure if I'd like to step there. So, closet. Same thing, it needs to be all this peeled off. The walls and ceiling kind of patched and put new shelf and rod. Change the doors. So the problem with doing door jambs is they're really wide because it's a plaster house. So it requires extensions if we start taking door jambs off, but they're not all great. Some of these are okay. And then that we start doing drywall, we're gonna be dealing with it. I mean, you got here, you can see they've got the paneling on top of the door jamb, trim on top of that. I don't know the solution here. The basement, this is it's actually open to both sides. I don't know if we want to block that off. Probably do. There's this bunch of stuff on this crawl space spot here towards the front of the house that needs to be thrown away. It's a bunch of pieces of wood and old doors, but it's all been eaten by termites, looks like. So hopefully we don't have any termite damage in the wood. I haven't seen any so far. Stairs need new railing, the carpet removed. This little cement wall is crumbling a little bit. You can see that central block wall is buckling at the bottom. It's like bottom row is loose right there. That's not great. This wood shelf things can be thrown away. Stuff above the ductwork spanning. I guess it's open across there all the way to both sides too. But that stuff needs to be thrown away. All the stuff up in the joist spaces. These pieces of wood here can come down. The wall can come down. The wiring is kind of all over the place down here. This here furnace looks to be relatively new. The water heater here is pretty old. Can't really tell what year it is. Yeah, I don't know what year that is. Ooh. Assuming that pipe there was for laundry. I suppose we just attach a pipe permanently to the wall, go into that drain, make sure that drain works, standing water in it. This valve there needs to be replaced, it's leaking. This floor looks like somebody spilled some sort of paint or something on it. I guess it needs to be. See if we can scrape that off. Everything needs cleaning. There's cobwebs and dust and dirt everywhere. This pipe can be removed out of the ceiling. The dryer vent can be replaced, something new. Maybe glass block window with a dryer vent in it. Walls, I mean, this stuff needs to be kind of scraped down. Some mold primer put on the walls, trying to dry lock it all. You got the same thing going on this side where there's a ton of wood and debris, glass, all up here that needs to be cleaned out. Wires hanging, open junction boxes. Carpet needs removed from the stairs, new handrail put in. Oh, this lock thing be removed. Things dangling, chains, strings need all taken out. Probably a glass block window here with a dryer vent. Little clothesline wire can be removed. This furnace is ancient, it's so huge, it needs to be replaced. This water heater needs replaced for sure. Ooh, look at that. Isn't even a window here. That needs a window. Boards can be taken off the wall, shelves taken off the wall. Lighting needs addressed. Oh, nice. That drain looks solid. And there's, yeah, that's backed up. This is all toilet paper on the floor, dried up. Needs addressed. That pipe has come disconnected. Stuff in the corner needs to go away. Board can come off the wall. Jeez. Lighting needs dealt with. Electrical. Light up there. Everything old removed. But yeah. That for sure has got a clog somewhere. There's a whole bunch of bugs crawling around on that. Nasty. Disgusting. Same thing. Lay the floor as best as possible. The concrete's not in great shape. It's broken. Got patches everywhere. But clean the walls. Mold primer. Dry lock. I don't even know if we bother trying to patch these floors or not. Nice to get the laundry on the first floor. Oh, look at that. That is the central wall holding up the building. That's got to be fixed. Nice. I don't know if these stairs should be fixed, replaced. They seem okay. They just start being held up by these little blocks of 1x. All these treads. It's a little sketchy. But maybe it's okay to leave them. I suppose if we pull everything apart and clean them and paint them, might be okay.